But here's the headline, as you're certainly aware by now, and it's the Commonwealth of Virginia. It's Glenn Youngkin, a man you had not heard of last year. 10 months ago, Glenn Youngkin's name recognition was 2%. If you didn't live next to Glenn Youngkin, you'd not heard of him. He ran against the former governor of Virginia, who was governor just 4 years ago, one of the most famous people in the Democratic Party for 30 years, Bill Clinton's best friend, Terry McAuliffe. And he spanked him. How do you do that exactly? Well, a lot of ways. We're going to talk about them tonight. But here's one interesting slice of the demographic pie. Fox News has found that Hispanics voted for Glenn Youngkin by a 9-point margin. Well, that's odd because the entire campaign of Glenn Youngkin was based on the idea he was a racist. It turns out normal people don't believe that, and they're sick of hearing it. In her victory speech, the new lieutenant governor of Virginia, the woman who ran with Glenn Youngkin, her name is Winsome Sears, made this point. This is the essential point. And it's clear that most Americans, very clear tonight, agree with it. This is not a racist country. Stop telling us that it is. Stop lecturing us. Improve our lives. Here she is.
There are some who want to divide us, and we must not let that happen. They would like us to believe we are back in 1963 when my father came. We can live where we want. We can eat where we want. We own the water fountains. We have had a black president elected not once but twice, and here I am, living proof.
Well, exactly. Nicely put, nicely illustrated. Stop it, Democratic propaganda machine, NBC News, The Atlantic, the White House. Stop lying to us. Stop picking the scab. Stop trying to divide us by how we look. That was the core message that voters in Virginia sent last night. The question is, will Washington manage to decipher what they have said? And unfortunately, the odds of that are not great. Remember that on his final night of this bitterly fought campaign, Terry McAuliffe, who knows his way around politics, brought in someone called Randy Weingarten to speak on his behalf on stage. Yes, Randy Weingarten, a repulsive teachers union hack from New York who has precisely no interest in or connection to the voters of Virginia. So what's the message of that? The message is really clear. We don't care about you at all. You play no role in this. This is an inside game. And of course, they mean it. They really feel that way. They think it's how they win, through coalitions. You're not part of it. You see this in everything they do. Here's a senile president and a VP no one likes. Deal with it, America. In the case of Virginia, just 6 weeks ago, a low-IQ Washington Post columnist called Jennifer Rubin assured us that an endorsement from some has-been functionary in Dan Quayle's office from the 1980s was going to make all the difference for Terry McAuliffe. Quote, "The Bill Kristol endorsement will be big," Rubin announced naturally on Twitter. "Trust me." It's hard to believe that's real, but it's entirely real. And it's exactly why they lost last night.
Olá pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui é o tradutor. É graças a essas pessoas incríveis que eu posso estar trazendo conteúdo para vocês. E é isso aí pessoal, não se esqueçam de deixar seu like, seu comentário e até mais. Fui, grande abraço.